Welcome back to Denset's Techie Now Badass. I'm your arrogant host, Von Fry. Tonight we're getting back into the origins of Kirby, exploring his history. You know, before he went woke, we played Kirby's Dream Land, the only one where he's white and he gets to eat anything he wants. Oh, we can't have that. No, make him pink, make him copy stuff. We're going to be going a little further. I think the second game for Kirby is on the NES, Kirby's Adventure. So that'll be the first one we get into. And I got to tell you, I'm a little curb stomped. Okay. At the conclusion of last night's stream, we did a little bit of the event in Kirby's Air Riders. And I sort of sat in one position and played Kirby Air Riders for the next 9 hours straight. I will tell you that I finally, I may as well just show you here before we get started. I started kicking some butt. I got some legendary machines and was really wrecking shop in the event. But very unfortunately, doing some of the things in the event did not really count towards your checklist. I got Hydra, I got Leo, I got the Dragoon during the event, and it wasn't counting towards the checklist. Which, what's the best way to really pull that up? So I'll show you, there's, is it this one? Complete 2 different ledger machines. Yeah, I was kicking some butt. It said, unlock Hydra XYZ on the checklist. I don't understand what I got to do that. I even pulled up in City Trial, offline, and I should actually have some sound here. I pulled up City Trial offline, was playing against level 9 guys and all this stuff with 7-minute rules, so everybody would have time to find some legendary machines. And I mean, I guess I didn't find the parts. I found 1 or 2 and took them from other people, but I assembled the machine. And it wasn't checking that sort of stuff off because in the event, it was acting like, here, this is really weird. Let me show you. So one of them over here, ride on Leo's back. Okay. Why is it acting like I didn't? You know, it's weird. I've got the piece, but the corner, it looks like it's not, I don't know. But I got Leo during the event and it didn't count. But then I picked Leo up during this offline City Trial thing, kind of like how it says offline. And it counted, and I want to show you that my garage now has a Leo. So I've had a Hydra in there for a while, but getting Leo during the event did not put Leo in my garage. I'm not sure why I don't have a Hydra. Am I missing something here? I thought, hold on, maybe I do. Maybe it got really late. I was playing till about 10 in the morning. And you know, the time adjusted up an hour and all that crap, but let me see here. I don't think I have a Hydra yet. Yeah, it's not, I don't understand why I don't have a Hydra. I thought you could get a Dragoon, a Leo, and a Hydra in here. But I was pretty happy to finally get a Leo. And Leo was destroying in Dust Up Derby, just like one tapping everybody, super armored. It was pretty brutal. So definitely the way to go with that. Now this guy I think is going to be your flight master. Like endless infinite flight. But the Hydra, I'm not really sure what the Hydra does. I haven't had it very often. I think it kind of like a bulk star. Like it doesn't go anywhere until you have to like sit there and charge it. And I've seen a guy do this. I actually recorded his clip. And I may do some, I think I do need to do some more Kirby Air Riders shorts, even though it's out of vogue. it's good to do the shorts on the things that are brand new. So I have a Hit Air Rider short. I don't know if that means more people want to hear about Kirby Air Riders from me. That's probably not what that means. It means I had a tutorial short on how to get to the island before the game came out based on the trial, the demo, and people kind of like that. But there was this dude who let's see, where was this? This dude, man, he got, how many clips did I record just recently? He was going, I think it might be here. This dude just like shredded everybody. He would wait on the island up here, and then at 1:30 during this event, by the way, the event's about to end, at 1:30, that's when the airship comes by, and right in the middle of it every time is a Hydra. He kind of missed, but he got it. So there's a completed Hydra on the ship like every time, or darn close to it. And he would take that. Oh, here he is. So I don't know the rules with the Hydra entirely, but watch what this guy does. He has to like extra charge this thing. Gives everybody this advantage. And yeah, it's a little skippy, but gets in front of me. And somehow I got back in front. And yet he still actually beat me. He beat everybody by like 1/10 of a second. I don't fully grasp it. I'm not questioning it, but yes. Okay, so Nowhere says, here's an idea. You should title your Return to Dreamland stream as Xbox player plays Kirby Return Deluxe something. Yeah. Just simply calling it Kirby, I guess it's just too generic. To be like, I'm playing this for the first time. It's got to be like, the internet told me to play Kirby's Return to Dreamland, so I did. You know, it'd be something like that. Like, I have a feeling that sort of thing works. Also, super ultra vague clickbait. You won't believe what happened. Like, that as a title, I hate it. I can't believe they're doing this. And it's like, hold on, I got to find out what he can't believe they're doing. Oh, it's just, he's just playing Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. You know, like, I don't know, something's weird about that. I feel like I'd probably do better in the long run. I like to make the evergreen content. If somebody wants to watch a playthrough of that game, I've got you. It's not about react to gossip, you know, oh, casting rumor. Oh, I read what happens in this movie that comes out. There's James Bond casting rumors. Is that video going to be relevant later? No. So what do? They title it, oh my God, they're actually doing it. And that's what they do. And I hate it. Xbox gets curb stomped. Yeah, that's the way I'm a little curbed out, but we're going to do this, okay? So I think first up we have Kirby's Adventure, the second Kirby game. This is from 93, a very late in the NES life title. I think most people consider Super Mario Brothers 3 as the most advanced. By the way, we're still drinking that grape nos. Poured me some fresh Reese's Pieces and cashews here. I'm not really sure what to expect here. We have a special edition of it with some unlocks. Let's read the description, shall we? 93. That is a late in the NES game. Not everything is well in Dreamland. For some mysterious reason, the Dream Spring, a magical well that is the reservoir. And you got to keep in mind, at this time, a lot of storytelling in games was in the manual. We didn't have the cutscenes ready to go. Lore drops throughout the game was not too common of a thing. The storytelling had to be pretty simple. A magical well that is the reservoir for all the dreams of the citizens of Dreamland. It's no longer working. That means no one can dream. So he isn't yet from Planet Popstar, or is he from Planet Popstar and he goes to Dreamland? Like, Planet Popstar stuff doesn't seem to be mentioned yet. That means no one can dream. Upon reaching the Dream Spring, Kirby finds out that evil King Dedede has stolen the Star Rod, thus depriving Dreamland of the magical energy that feeds its spring. Using over 20 unique tricks and your ability to steal your enemy's powers by swallowing them, you'll have to make your way through a horrific land filled with all kinds of nightmares. Recover the broken piece of the Star Rod and... Wow, and another page. Everyone in Dreamland will dream peacefully once again. If you fail, the citizens of Dreamland will be subjected to a lifetime of no dreams. Which I guess wouldn't be the worst thing, but okay. I can say that because a popping title like that is pretty much how I discovered your channel. I think I had something like that going at one point, like Xbox player plays this for the first time, or like, I think I was doing that for a little bit. So I probably should have stuck with it. Like, that's the way everything works on YouTube. Once one thing kind of works, you need to only do that so much. But I can tell you that the levels in Superstar are presented in the format of a game collection. To that end, there are about 9. See, I was hearing that when I was looking into it just a little, it said it was like a collection, but it was also the next mainline game. And I don't think that we have Kirby's Dream Land 2. I don't think that's on here. I think we have Dream Land 3. Now, what's this one saying? Especially, you can start through the difficult extra game. Oh, extra game, just like the other one. And you get a sound test. Sound test used to be a place where you would implement a number of cheats in games. It seemed like it happened a lot on the Genesis. You go into the sound test, you play this and that. Things happen. A 93 NES game. What are we expecting here? Kirby 1, sure. If I'm not mistaken, I just kind of want to get a sense for how the controls work. You can change the controls for each title. Is that not going away? It's not, is it? Oh, hell. Show controls in game. I thought I have that off. 4x3. Why is it? Okay, so if you hold... I would rather you just rewind, fast forward. Like, why can't we do that? Level 1 Vegetable Valley. Ooh. Wait, that's not Meta Knight, is it? You can't play Kirby that long. Too simplistic. Crash and burn. Fell right away. We're in normal condition, I guess, over here. Are we going in? Almost look like an explosive door. It seems to be more color than the Game Boy Color. Whoa. Alright, so who are we copying? What's going on back there? It's like... It's like almost like a green monster's chasing me, the way the back of the level's getting gobbled. I don't think that that would be the case. I mean, I can't say for certain, but sometimes with emulators, they have a problem with like the tail end of the screen. Dick. Oh, he didn't knock the stuffing out of him. Ass. Why can't we do that? Maybe because you can accidentally hit those triggers causing you to rewind? In an NES game, you don't have any business hitting any triggers at all. I don't think there's much of an accident to it. Alright, so far I'm not copying anybody. Oh, we're underwater. Oh, so that's what Kirby looks like swimming? He's got some swim in him. That looks like some swimming, yeah. Now, I'm not expecting us to play through all these games. We're gonna just kind of try a few, okay? What the heck? Push A. You guys let me know. This is Kirby's Adventure on the NES. Wait a sec. You know the charms in Air Riders? Is this kind of like a charm right there? Crane fever. Okay, I guess that's a crane. Crane fever. Use the buttons to move the crane and try to get a Kirby. A big one's hard to get, but worth it. Alright, we're gonna get a big one, okay? Oh no! Lucky for us. No. Get him! Big Kirby, how about that? I don't know what that does, but we can try grabbing a little one. That's gonna be tough. Dang, I'm better at this than I am in real life. Oh shoot, he fell. Nukem, at the beginning of the stream, I showed off my garage. I did pretty bad during the stream, but then I played for several hours later into the morning. And I actually was able to add Leo to my garage. I'm not sure why the Hydra is not coming off on my checklist. I unlocked Hydra during the event, during an offline trial thing, because I had to do it looks like you specifically have to do offline city for a checklist on Leo. You have to ride Leo during an offline game. So I was trying for that, and in the process got a Hydra and a Leo and stuff. But it's not checking off the Hydra. It says find Hydra checklist is XYZ, and it's not working for some reason. It's not coming off my checklist. This is NES, yes. 1993 NES. It looks like an NES game. Like, there's no pretense of this looking like an SNES game. Is that a gun? Hold on, why am I not copying that? I don't understand. That guy, that's one of the things you're supposed to copy. So far, I think I prefer Leo. He just really wrecks in the dust up. The Hydra, I'm a little confused by. I haven't gotten a lot of time on it, but it seems like you have to charge it like the Bulk Star. Oh. You guys let me know when you want to switch games. I think we're looking at playing 3, maybe 4 games. Is the Magic Mirror one going to be worth picking up and trying tonight? Because that actually comes out 2004, so that's well after the N64 game. And I was thinking that we wouldn't go as far as N64, but I don't know. Where's my copying? I think Dragoon's kind of crap. It's really good if you want to totally wreck in flying stadium stuff. And I probably need to hop on one and go for a spin and through all of the... it seems like it's the only way to actually get one of the checklist items where you go through every single ring in Skya. Ooh, let's go grab that. I think it can only be done with the Hydra. Yeah. Oh, thanks for dropping by Nowhere. Oh man, these guys... It's doing that NES limited RAM thing, where everybody just repopulates as soon as you're off the screen. Isn't it? No. I guess the next game up we'll do Kirby Super Star. Then Dream Land 3. I'm not so sure that we want to get into the 3D stuff or the Magic Mirror. I don't know. But I kind of thought we'd just kind of sample these. Maybe do an area piece. I don't know. These telephone gun things, man. No destroying them, you gotta take the ground out. Hold on, what just happened? It still says normal, right, for him? Maybe that's difficulty? Fireball. Okay, so you hit down. Holy. So that's how it goes. And they can punch the copy out of you. So this is a nothing. Oh, okay. I'm getting it. Hit down to apply the copy. Fire. He's spitting fire, but it's water under. That's kind of cool. That's actually pretty cool. It's neat how with Kirby, he doesn't like find power-ups so much as the enemies supply them. Imagine if that was the case with Mario, like he'd have to take out like an invincible enemy to get invincibility. Fire. Oh wait, what's my range with that? Hold on, we don't want to be dying just yet here. What the shit? Can I get down there? The slowdown is immense, guys. Okay, he has a slide. Cool. Okay, here we go. Please. Check out that slide. I don't understand this jump. It's like, that was a 7 out of 10 jump? I don't know. I need to slide into somebody. Mario didn't... Did he have a destructive slide? No, I don't think it would help him. He could slide to kick a turtle shell early, right? That's about it. Who are you? Nothing? Back at you. Can do this all day. Wait, that shouldn't be hurting me. Come on now. Freeze. Oh, he turned... By the way, I unlocked the black and white Kirby in Kirby Air Riders. And I'm just now realizing that the different color Kirby seem to have different abilities. Like, the black and white one does like an avalanche thing. Look at that. Suck it. Oh, look at the flip. Look at the flip move. Bam. Oh, is this like the most OP ability here? You just don't want to get hit at all. Out of my way. Hold on, is that Meta Knight? What the shit just... We know that sound effect, this music. Touch it. Okay, I still got my freeze, good. It didn't look like it because of his color, but... 7. I don't understand. Is 7? Push A. Plants the flag. We've got a boss fight. All right, before we get all screwed up here, give this a shot. What do we... Hold on. I'm gonna freeze his ass. This guy was being a bit of an ass last night. By the way, I do have a celebratory button to push that should work for us. You'll have to let me know if it doesn't work. Or if it does work. What? I saw King Dedede and it's just you. You son of a... Okay, hold on. No, we're getting him with the freeze ray, man. He was a little slow with that. You... Tear. So familiar. And now we dance. Oh, snap. Oh, he still got the freeze. Cool. All right. Well, no one's telling me to move on to the next game, but we took out a boss and... maybe it's time to, we're, 30 minutes in. Let's look at the next game, all right? Oh, oh. Kirby can create, hold on, I just hit start and it's doing this. Kirby can create a shield to freeze enemies. Would you call that a shield? He can then knock away the frozen blocks. Nice of them to spell that out for you, though. Okay, so next up we have Kirby's Dream Land 3, Super Nintendo, and Superstars. We'll do Superstars first. The Immortal on NES, that was such a Genesis game, and it was brutally unfair. Seems odd choice. What in the world is a Ninja Jaja anything that's going to have a wide look is going to be obviously not North American release. All right, let's go. It's too bad you can't change the graphic for the NES. Like the Super Nintendo, I can't make it look like a Famicom, you know? I kind of keep going past it because the last Super Nintendo I was playing on was a Australian version that had the, not the purple violet look, but like the, what was it? Red, yellow, blue, green buttons, right? So different look, and it's making me go past it. Oh, you know what? I beat that guy up, and I didn't swap over to the 16:9, but I think you guys will be okay. I didn't hit my celebratory move. Next boss will do it, okay? Dream Course we may have to look at also. I think I tried a little bit of this earlier, and it's sort of a golf, maybe. Pitch and putt, your ever popular puffball. Superstars, 8 games in 1. That awful King Dedede is at it again. He's stolen all the food in Dreamland. It's up to Kirby to get it back and ultimately save Popstar. Acknowledging the planet this time. Maybe Dreamland is a land on planet Popstar. I don't know. From being taken over. Our round pink hero who used to be white will have to journey through 6 main games and 2 mini games, finishing with the ultimate showdown in the arena. Almost sounds like going through City Trial to go to the stadium. Almost. Each game offers its own unique. Each game offers its own story and variation of platforming action, as well as unique environments and an assortment of enemies. Swallowing an enemy allows Kirby to copy the ability of that enemy, granting him the power to perform special attacks, giving him a new hat to don. Yeah, that is helpful. I have this hat on that ties with this ability that works better. Kirby can also give up an acquired ability and use it to create a helper. The helper will follow Kirby around and automatically fight as his ally, or offer a second player the chance to join in the game by controlling it. Almost a Tails in Sonic 2 situation, huh? Intriguing. There's never a dull moment as Kirby dashes, flies, and fights. I'll say, despite having the first Kirby game, I think what sold it to me was it had like a rather action-packed, almost in-your-face commercial, if I remember right, about inhaling the enemies and stuff. And that seemed kind of fun. But it just doesn't seem like I was hearing about Kirby after the first game. I remember seeing there's Trouble in Dreamland. I remember seeing that there was an NES game, and I thought, man, that's weird. I mean, you're making an NES game? The Super Nintendo had been out for a bit. And then that was really about all I'd heard about Kirby until... I don't even know. I'm not even sure when Kirby kind of came back into my knowledge sphere. I guess in hearing about him being in Smash Brothers. Otherwise, I wasn't aware that there were so many Kirby games. Like I remember there being a little bit happening. I think I do recall there being an N64 game. But you know, it wasn't anything that anybody was talking about. We were talking about Resident Evil and Tekken. Final Fantasies. All right, gotta get myself familiar with some buttons. Well, on Spring Breeze. A Roost Offensive. I can't read that. Mega Punch. Samurai Kirby. Gourmet Race. We have that in Kirby's Air Raiders. Guess we'll start with Spring Breeze. That's probably the most normal or typical of late. Spring Breeze. Help, all the food from Dreamland has been stolen. Hurry, Kirby, or everyone will starve. Are we really gonna blame a tree that can't move on stealing all the food? Am I hitting the wrong buttons here? New game. I guess, yeah. Guide. Look at all the curbs. Welcome to begin. Oh man, it's auto-scrolling. For all of your first-time players, here's how we play. This is the controller. Wow, this is like true first time. It's that gray thing with the purple buttons. Is it? This is our hero. Yep, he's a jolly fellow. And as he looks angry. New sprite for him. He's chunkier. Got more activity going on there. Move Kirby left and right. You won't accomplish anything just sitting there. When you see a door, push up. How to jump. I really pushed the wrong button, didn't I? Hold on. Was this our jump button, or was this? What is that? He's not inhaling anything. Food restores energy. Whenever you find food, take it. There's food up in the sky. Fly up and get it. Make Kirby fly. Push B. Hold on. Take the food by... Oh, what? We have to flap? No more up. No more up to fly. It's a flappy wing thing. We're doing Flappy Bird. Use the fly function when Kirby is about to fall off a cliff. Still not understand what's going on here with his stuff's coming out the side. Kirby loses some energy every time he bumps into an enemy. Nowhere says, one thing about Superstar is it started the trend of having copying abilities with multiple movesets, providing in-depth gameplay that would serve as the foundation of the modern Kirby games. Oh, I missed something here. Can't inhale. Okay, we've got other buttons we have to take into consideration. So this is our inhale button. Why? Okay. And we what? Again? Okay. Nice job. This could be a bit difficult. What's it? You did it. Jump and spit out a star. Boom! Little off center, but it still counted. And that's all for the beginner's show. You'll be fine as long as you remember the things you practiced. Get it! Kirby, I guess, has always ridden stars kind of funny like that. From location to... He didn't ride it like that in Air Riders. It's more of a surfing type thing. Okay, so gotta kind of remember how things... Oh, okay, so I hit down and I got his copy. Oh, whoa. Okay, but we're not... Oh, okay, we can still do that. Okay. Oh, I charged it up. You can hold Y to charge. Ooh. Oh, wow, that actually has a cool effect. I mean, it's no special effects chip, but it's doing things, right? Dick. What was that? Gives me a little bit of Mega Man X vibes, almost. I guess with the seeing all this information and just having, like, you know, these bigger sprites with more animation. He's like summoning the power. Come to me. Okay, well, you get the idea. Whoa, wait a sec. I accidentally made another guy. I hit A and it made a dude. Did I can put him back? So if you're like, hey, I don't want to make him, you can send him back. Okay, let's make him a waddle do. How good is he with parkour? Man, he's gonna jump on the star and everything. That's cool. But can I still copy? Dude, it is going off. Oh, he's got helper health. Oh, you dick. Whoa, 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 whoa. I wasn't... The friendly fire. Oh, wait, that's my helper. I didn't realize. Oh, wow, okay. Maybe I should have thought about that. Oh, there's our sweep. Okay, hold on. Let's... Damn it. Oh, what did he even do? Poor guy. Okay. Manifest, and then you can start inhaling again. You can't inhale while you have the copy. And then boom. You can throw that away, or put him away, or... Well, now I just messed up, but yeah, you get the idea. And let's go up and grab that, and... Actually, maybe, you know, I would have been better off if I've... Let's see, how did I... Okay, so I have a helper, I have a bomb helper, and it's getting to be a little confusing, but I have a bomb helper and I can fire shit. This guy's getting a little antsy. There we go. No, I didn't. All right, do not hit A. I'm trying to just jump, and that's the problem here. The controls are a little bit backwards compared to the curbs we were playing. I'm still not getting used to that tapping B to fly, even though that's the way flying is handled in like everything else. Are we doing this guy again? The tree? Can we just win the war of attrition here? Jeez. I don't know if that worked or not. Let me see. I'm thinking that's working. I hope that worked for you guys. No. No, 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 no. I want you to keep... You keep bombing stuff. Alright, let's try some other parts of this game. Wait a minute. Is that like a Knuckle Joe? Okay. Use the beam attack against enemies. Fire the beam by pressing Y. This is very handy and useful. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, hold on. Whoa, 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 wait a sec. Beam whip, yeah. Dash Y. Cycle beam. Dash plus B. What's that? In the air. Beam machine gun. What's it mean by dash? I'm not seeing a machine gun happen here, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not seeing a machine gun. Okay, so shoulder buttons are doing some kind of lock. Okay, hold on. Maybe this is dash. Oh, there we go. So double tap for your run. Okay, so he actually has a run here. I probably could have double tapped in NES to see if he'd run in that, but I foolishly didn't even notice. Oh, look at that. Capture beam. I gotta see this in action. It's getting things done, man. This guy is kind of a badass. Okay, so how does one get out of the mini games? I mean, I'd like to swap minigame. Is he kissing? What is that? What was that? I think he just handled that guy. Oh, look at that when he swims. Oh, that's cute. He gets a little scuba mask. Oh, and I'm terrible. Kind of hard to see that door. If it weren't... Oh, candy. Now we're running. I think I just jacked him up hard. Oh, dude, he snatched him. You can hold them like it's final fight. Dawn Wonder, yeah, something like that. This feels kind of like Dream Land again, but my helper over here is just really jacking these fools up. Kirby's like way too strong in this game. Like, this is nuts. Is he okay? Oh, now we need to get revenge. Yeah, controller 2, it mentioned that, but how do you get to the other games? Oh shoot, you go back. I wanna... Here, it looks like a bong, but... Boom! This seems to be almost like the same thing. It's like 3 games in a row are the same thing. First guy you fight, the tree. Next game, first guy you fight, the third game, next guy you fight's the tree. I think it's only for this one and the tournament game. There's like other mini games to handle here, and the game is not letting me. It's not letting me get out, so I think we're just gonna have to hit reset game. I just want to sample stuff. We're not going through beating anything tonight. This would be some fancy stuff in the day. You know, this is Kirby Air Riders 1.0 right there, isn't it? Yeah, I'm wearing the Legendary Badass shirt. It's, this is from Sticker Mule. This is the same as I was giving away to people. So it should be pretty similar. I'm wearing a medium and it fits really good. Kind of on the smaller side of medium, so some of you might have wanted to have sized up, actually, maybe. Here comes our hero, Kirby. The adventure begins. Okay. We did the Spring Breeze, and that felt like a remake of the first game, but with copy abilities gone haywire. What is it? Is this saving progress? Let's try the other stuff. Okay, we got a gourmet race. Gourmet race through gourmet world to the finish, gobbling up all the tasty treats you can. Yeah, this is like a whole nother game. It's got a different start menu. You know, I'm gonna say no and just wing it. Beat King DDD to the goal. Collect points by eating as much food as you can. Oh, we're a little ahead of the screen here. Dang it. Checkpoint. Did I get him? He looks upset. I can't see well in front of me. Oh, jeez. It's hard for me to remember that the flying is different in this. Honestly, I'm about to get my ass kicked by him. I think I've seen enough of this one. Trying to figure out... There doesn't seem to be a way to get out of your minigames, is there? They're kind of just relying on you running forward and sliding that reset button, aren't they? Why does it say Nintendo and Halkin instead of HAL Labs? And here it says HAL Lab, or maybe that's slang for HAL Labs. Teddy says King DDD looks a lot like Wart. Yeah, okay. I can see it, yeah. Is Wart returning to Mario in any capacity? I mean, we're looking at like a over 30-year absence, if I'm not mistaken. Heading close to 40-year absence. All right, next up. It's not really keeping too great a track of progress. Let's try... I guess I don't have Milky Way Wishes yet, or Revenge of Meta Knight. So where did Meta Knight debut? Is it in this game, or maybe early? Maybe there was kind of a Meta Knight-like thing in Kirby's Adventure 93 NES. Alright, so we got Dynablade. Dynablade is destroying all the crops. She must be stopped. Master the different abilities and defeat her. I would not have guessed that this bird is called Dynablade. That confused me in Kirby Air Riders. Alright, Kirb, wake up. What are we doing? No, we don't need to explain. I said no. Push Y to inhale enemies. Press A to swallow. Okay, yeah, I got that. This is kind of neat. Like, you have several different things you can do with these copy builders. Just gotta be kind of careful what buttons you push. Copy the cutter, okay. We hold. Yeah. Okay, you can get that out pretty quick, but there's no hold button for him. I thought I was going to be doing something directly with Dynablade. Or maybe it's almost like a mission select. Like, okay, you're messing with... You're basically doing the first game, Dream Land, again. But you can skip over to some new content if you want. Maybe that's how they look at it. Oh man, they're drowning horribly. That's really cool. He does that in Forgotten Land when he gets in the water. All of a sudden he has like a scuba outfit, doesn't he? Oh, what? What was that? He like finished him like it was Mortal Kombat. Holy jeez! 3-piece combo on that one. You're catching up to me in this game? Or are you talking about another game, Rugal? Because... Am I running out of clock? Seems to be going a little more frantic. Jeez! Cutter. He's like... tearing. You're playing this game right now, Rugal. Huh? Sword! Proffer sword. Oh my good lord. No charge on that one. He just kind of is doing whatever. I'm just hitting Y. Stick a knife in him. This game, huh? I'm not exactly speedrunning this. Dick. No. Sword. Hold on. Is it gonna let me make a buddy? It is. So I have like a fake Meta Knight type guy. I'm playing on my OLED too. It says no good. That was no copy. What's over here? We got some crack. Spin it. Alright, what are we... for not breaking that? Oh, if he gets kind of stuck, he teleports to you. That is not something you expect in a 1995 game. I mean, we had really stupid AI companions well after this. No doubt. Okay, well, I can't be taking damage like that, come on. What is he okay? Oh no, he's not okay. Man, the self-destruct is very dramatic. Here. I'm not going down there, am I? What was that? Okay, I still don't know what this is. Crash. Holy. That just brings immense destruction. Need this. Oh no. Oh, the crash thing was a one-time. Get him off of me. Actually, get in my belly. I'm cooking. He's cooking. What was that? That does what? Okay, hold on. Is this gonna say, when Kirby needs an energy boost, cook up some gourmet enemy soup. Cook is a one-course meal. They might have overthought this. Nukem says, the Mario Galaxy movie is really close, and there has been speculation that Star Fox will be in the movie. I highly doubt it. I think Nintendo thinks of him as not popular, and that Star Fox would bring down the Mario movie by being included. Yeah, Chef just got dicked by my virtual buddy over here. Your like virtual buddy is like pretty smart, and if he gets stuck somewhere, he like teleports to you. Like I didn't think we'd worked that out till about 10 or 15 years ago. You know, this is pretty ahead of its time as far as the virtual buddy thing goes. Cooking power. You can capture enemies for food. So confused by this. Alright, I want to make some food. Maybe, how do I capture it? No. Oh my god, they're just jumping in. Wow. And then they kissed, and he gave him some. He like fed the helper. Oh my. Man. They thought of a lot of stuff for this. There's a... I don't know how this got by us. I think we were just looking for edgy, violent games in 95, you know? Like, this was very much still a Mortal Kombat period in gaming for me. Now, Star Fox would become popular by being in the movie, which can then set up a Star Fox movie after that. I think you would be more likely, in fact, that maybe they could get on this, but Star Fox would be more of a streaming series than a movie. I don't think they'd give him movie status. No, we don't want to do that. You hit A, you give away your powers. You don't want to do that. Goal. I guess you want to hit A when that's at max power or close. Jeez. Well, Kirby looks like he enjoyed it. What could they make a streaming series of? If they were to do streaming series, evidently they said Mario and Zelda are the properties too high up to go streaming. That seems to be the case. Now, I'm not understanding how they expect me to get out of this game, to leave the minigame so that I can then play other stuff. Looks like you have to play through this whole stage to get to Dynablade at the top. This is a pretty cool game, I gotta say. Like, otherwise it looks like all I can do is reset. Baby Lemon with pom-poms in his hands, cheerleading. 10 years, this game's really surprised me. First of all, that is not an easy thing to program right there in Engine for the Super Nintendo for your intro. But the one thing that is kind of confusing for me, why is it showing 6%? It's kind of remembering some of my progress. I guess because I hit reset game. Is that really the way to get out of, to change what minigame is to hit reset? Like you walk forward and you slide the reset or push the button if you're outside the US? I guess they assume maybe it was in the instruction manual. I'd like to see all the instruction manuals for NSO included. You know how we were playing City Hunter and you could like open the box and you could like mess with the hue card and spin it around and read the instruction manual if you knew Japanese. Give us the boxes in the instruction manual, Nintendo. It wouldn't be that hard for you to at least give us an instruction manual to flip through, because a lot of the story in these older titles is in the instruction manual. So a little disappointed in not understanding how to get out of the game, you know, because the dire problem of hitting reset is like, yeah, in the day you assume that everything's erased essentially, but I guess it's working here, which seems really weird to not hit save and then restart your game. Like the game's keeping progress. It's just really strange. All right, we're gonna do, I guess you got to go through a lot more to unlock these Milky Way and Revenge of Meta Knight, so we're probably not going to get to do that. Or maybe we will, because there is a version of this with all the unlocks, right? 10 years, how's it going? I've played a lot of Kirby today. I was playing Kirby Air Riders Into the Morning. Actually was able to add Leo to my garage. Can't figure out why Hydra's not in my garage. I've completed a Hydra a few times. What does this say? Almost offensive? The Great Cave Offensive. Okay. Get through the deadly cave while collecting hidden treasures. Oh boy. In the 90s, there were mine carts, man. What can I tell you? Donkey Kong mine carts. I guess we're doing mine carts here too. I don't know what it was, but is there not a minecart race of any kind until Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? Is that the first minecart race? Because I know minecarts would like come up in DuckTales, but all right, try not to die. We're gonna wing it. Superstars was developed by Masahiro Sakurai. Nowhere in your breakover, or am I getting you in trouble? Save your progress in the log cabins. It almost looks like he ate the cord. So I don't think that's an attack. That is remove the copy ability. Are these mine tracks? Oh, Lord. Wait, maybe that is Knuckle Joe. Hold on, we got... Okay, if you dash, you grab. That is wild. Oh no, okay, dash. Oh! That is still... Okay, you need to quit respawning. I'm not understanding the grab entirely, but it's so crazy seeing like all of these things in Kirby Air Riders that have been like part of Kirby for, you know, over 30 years, and I'm just realizing it. I'm convinced that we're pre-prequel of pre-prologue, you mean pre-prologue of World War II? Oh my... Oh, oh, he's clearing... It's like, what is he even doing? He kicks with such force that like 10 feet in front of him feels it. Whoa! Here, let's go in here. When are we Okay, so I thought we were gonna do some minecart stuff. Is this opening? Guess not. Okay. Your sleeps are so random. Being one who plays, you know, with so much time in Overwatch, that sounds like your trank darts with Anna are not registering, is what that sounds like to me. But you mean like your sleep schedule's messed up? I played like Air Rider till like 9 or 10 a.m. I just couldn't get out of City Trial and the event. I was just like, I need to add a legendary machine to my garage. This is messed up. So I did get... I've had Dragoon in the garage for a while, but I have added Leo, and Leo's pretty good. I really tear some stuff up with Leo, there's no doubt about that. Oh, this is gonna suck. And I've got to unlearn how to do the... Oh no. Okay, good, he can just drop. Yeah, the hour went ahead and I was just kind of like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep going. What am I doing wrong? Why am I not getting, you know, these items and stuff? All right, now I'm just lost. Ouch. What am I not doing right? He's a better swimmer than Mario. Why is that not opening? You know, you have to find keys in Kirby Air Riders too, man, to unlock the chest. I guess I don't have the keys. You got drone attacks in Arab Emirates. Be careful out there. I mean, surely that's not drone attacks in your city, right? It's supposed to be like just Iran, unless that's Iran counter to US base in the area. Maybe that's it. Oh no. No, 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 no. And the treasure's lost. Oh, darn. That bandana's gotta get really tight on his noggin when he gets big. Oh, I kicked him up the floor. Hold on, let me read the chat here. Kirby game looks very close to... It kind of does, and I'm assuming that with all of these, like, buddies you can make in this, if you had the couch co-op capability, it would feel similar to Dreamland... Return to Dream Land Deluxe. But maybe, I mean, just without 4 of them kicking butt, maybe? Yeah, so far, not civilians. So yeah, it would seem to me that you shouldn't have too much to worry about. I'm pretty sure Iran's counterattack stuff's pretty limited. I would probably assume that what they've got up their hand is maybe a bit of a postponed suicide bomb type thing or terrorist activity, probably aimed in the US. Awaken the sleeper cells. You know, that would probably be my assumption. Oil prices going up, but don't worry, Trump's on it. I knew the oil prices were gonna go up, so I took over Venezuela. Now I have their oil. I'm making my boy Marco Rubio. Little Marco. He's now the king of Venezuela. Not as good as the US. He'll never be king of the US like me. But yeah, I think that it's going to take some while for that Venezuela production to come up. I think the whole situation with Iran's really stupid. It's very much Israel told us to do this, and my donors pay me a whole bunch of money, so fine. And that Donald Trump playing the whipped pigeon over there for Israel. And then the whole, well, we had to commit, you know, like that talk that comes in. We had to help Israel with it, because if they did it on their own, US would have got attacked anyway. So yeah, clearly we're taking the orders. It sucks for us. It's also really weird. You'll see, not that I need a good, but you'll see supposed polls say 73% of Americans approve of the strike in Iran. And I'm like, based on what? It doesn't really sound that way online. A lot of people are like, why are we doing this? You know, like that seems to be the case. Essentially 100% the case on this point, Vaughn. So, will tapping the attack button make fast Kirby throw punch? We'll see in a sec here. I don't think people are behind this. They're like, hey, we're getting a little tired of just doing whatever Israel wants. We got Netanyahu over here for the past 30 years saying, Iran's almost got the bomb. We have to stop them. They're almost there. They are almost 90% ready. You have to stop them. And then it's like, okay, fine. We obliterated them. Obliterated their nuclear capacity. It's over. Nope, that's not good enough. We're going to go in. Okay, fine. We'll fire some drone missile shooting things also and some explosives, you know? It's like, God. But the thing is that that Israel lobby is funding the Democrats and the Republicans. So one way or another, they're going to get what they want, right? So for first Trump administration was he hired his people, and a lot of them were incompetent, and he had to fire them. But I think in some ways he was also replacing them with who the party said to get, and he didn't know any better. But at least he wasn't being controlled. Second time in, the second administration is very much like, what can I get out of it? So it's like, oh, donors giving me a lot of money? I'll do what you guys want because you gave me a lot of money. You guys who voted for me, I don't need your vote anymore. That was nice getting that vote from you so I could win, but I'm not going to do anything for you unless you pay me a whole lot. So that seems to be the way this goes, right? Let's see here if we can do some rapid punch. So we got that. I'm not understanding it. It's like copy the abilities of a fighter and assume the role of a mighty karate expert. Increase your power with practice. Strength of attack depends on how long you press Y. Vulcan jab weak. Smash punch strong. How long you I'm tapping it the same. I really am. Hold on, did that say rising uppercut? Rising break. Arm throw. Grab plus Y. But see, plus towards and wide. He's got a lot of moveset here. Okay, if I hold it, I swear I'm not getting anything out of that. Okay, a super light tap is the Vulcan jab, I guess. And I guess you could tap it quick to do this. And now I'm not... Okay. That's a little too hard to differentiate between. Like, I don't know. All right, so up. Oh my hole. Oh my God. He's cracking skulls. Hold on, let me read some more chat here. No, I don't think the war is because of the Epstein files. I think that's separate, related but not related to the war. Epstein he seemed to have been collecting dirt on people, but the thought of, was he doing this for the Israelis? That you're never going to find the paperwork to confirm, you know? He could have been collecting dirt on people for his own volition, you know? I mean, and also this whole Epstein didn't kill himself. I was never much to care either way. Look, if you know that you're a quasi almost billionaire or whatever, but you made it all on extortion and you're caught, maybe you are, and you're not getting out of jail. Maybe you do go, that's it, I'm out of here. Who's to say? We don't know what's going on in his mind. Yeah, sure. They had some stupid, you know, low paid security not watching and doing their job, which coinciding if he did hang himself, and you have stupidity running around as guards, DEI hire guard, it makes it very plausible to dream up some scenarios. I don't much care if he killed himself or not. Clearly there were things to cover up, but you know, who's to say he did or didn't? It doesn't make too much of a difference, really. Trump used the military to go to the Middle East instead of getting rid of the trash we already have here. I know. We voted for you to clean up what we have here, but this Jewish lady that owns the casinos in Las Vegas, he gave you this money to go to Israel, so we go to Israel. And it's just like, you know, seen this game before, right? Voters are told to do this. Thanks for the vote. Okay. Oh, wait, the donor said to do this. That's what we're going to prioritize. Okay, gotcha. You know, just every time. Funny, Nintendo is suing Trump. On that, I'm very confused by that. It's like, Hey, I've come up with this beautiful plan. It's called tariffs. Beautiful word. Everybody's going to have to pay us now. That's the way it's going to be. 20% for you. Okay, I'll make it 10%. And then Nintendo goes in and they're like, oh man, we're about to launch the Switch 2. What are we going to do? Prices go up. Amiibos go up. These games, it's an $80 game. Mario Kart World, clearly an $80 game. You know, like this sort of thing happens, right? But the price goes up for everyone. It wasn't just cheaper in the UK because they didn't get the tariffs. The UK wasn't putting tariffs on Japan or moving facilities to Vietnam. If they'd made the stuff in Japan, I think they would have actually been better off in the long run. As far as the, because I don't think the Switch 2 was made in Japan. All the old stuff from Nintendo seemed to be made in Japan, but I don't think that was. I think that you can't pass the buck on to the consumer and be like, okay, fine. We're paying tariffs. Price goes up. The consumer pays the tariff. Oh, now we want to sue you for the tariffs we paid. You mean the tariffs that I paid on these games? Am I getting a free game out of this, Nintendo, if you win this lawsuit? In the real world, it would get thrown out, but nowadays, the way the legal system works, it's anybody's guess, you know? I can't tell if it was made. I thought it was made in Vietnam. I thought it might have been Vietnam. I mean, if you open up one of these games, you probably see made in Japan. But what about a Switch 2 title that's newer? No, I don't have one on hand. I would just assume that, I guess some of the games could be, but... Oh, well, this is Sega. Yakuza 0, made in Japan. But that's a Sega title, so it's kind of hard to say. It's made in Vietnam, China, and Cambodia. Like jeans or Nikes, I guess, right? Yeah, so it's kind of like, hey, we moved all of our stuff to China to make it cheap. Oh, shoot, now we got a tariff for being over there instead of in Japan or something. Initially, right? I actually think the tariffs thing is a pretty cool idea because it helps encourage businesses to manufacture in the US. I think that's the real point of it. And then eventually you get to a point where it's like, with cars, we got to bring the car production back to the US. How do we do that? Charge people more money for cars that aren't from the US. Now it looks like we're going to have another thing where potentially you don't pay taxes on car, or maybe just a state tax on a car made in America, making cars in America much more affordable for Americans. So in the long run, that kind of works in some way. But the tariff stuff doesn't pan out if you're weak about it. If you flip-flop, okay, fine, you guys gave me a special golden watch that I can put on my nightstand. No more tariffs for you. Like, if you're weak about it, it doesn't work. You have to stand by it. So if you stand by it, you could get this to work. Instead, he cuts deals. Like I said, with Donald Trump 2.0, it is about what can he get out of it. So it's not... With him, he sells it to tariffs. This will help us not pay a whole lot of taxes in the US. This will help bring back manufacturing. What he really wants is free shit. And then he'll cut a deal to remove the tariffs once he gets what he wants. Once Donald Trump gets to play Grand Theft Auto 6 early, no tariffs on video games. You wait and see. Bet. Ahoy Mink says, vote for Bebo in the One Piece pop. I don't know what that is. I know there's this anime where all the girls are stacked, and it's called One Piece. I've seen the first episode. There's a guy with a hat, and he's kind of like Mr. Fantastic. He's stretchy. That's about all I know, really. Tried to watch a little bit of the Netflix show, and I only made it a few seconds. It was one of the quickest dip outs I've ever had on Netflix. Yeah, but then whatever happened, usually business just raised the price of the product due to the tariffs, the tariffs, not necessarily manufacturing in the USA. It's also worth noting that there are some things that just cannot be made in the US the same way as in other countries. There are caveats to that, yes. But the US can be more self-reliant than it is. It's weird how we've got like this Cold War thing going on with China, the place that holds our debt. Like, but at the same time, we have to act like they're spying on us. Oh no, evil TikTok, it's owned by China. You get all these right-wing grifty podcasters. That's Chinese spy software. This gal, oh, the hot blonde one, what's her name? Liz Wheeler. She claimed that every Chinese student in American university is a spy. That's some bullshit. I had a Chinese roommate. I'm pretty sure he wasn't reporting on KU basketball scores back to China. Regardless, they hype up TikTok as being spy software so that they can then get that pawned off so that Israelis can buy it, right? You get that Larry Ellison, who now owns all media, just about, to buy TikTok and work a deal. The platform that wasn't getting policed in the US to have all the anti-Semitism removed is going to be called Chinese spyware, dangerous. They're making your kids stupid and all this. It's China, it's evil. Okay, fine. If we let some Jewish people buy it, then I guess it's good now. You know, so anything that see if the pattern repeats. Something gets talked up as bad, and then we have to work out some deal where Jewish people are allowed to buy it so that they can fix it, right? Like, don't be surprised. Ahoy Milk says putting tariffs on everything doesn't make sense. Some items should have tariffs. Should or shouldn't, you mean? Where are all the sexy Chinese girls at? There aren't. I've seen a few Chinese girls around in college. First of all, my college had the worst looking women. It was not good. My high school was loaded. My college most certainly wasn't. But no, I never see like crazy hot Chinese. The few crazy hot Chinese girls they can get out of the billion population they have, they will put in movies. And there ain't but a handful, really, it seems. I think North Korea right now is winning the war on hot babes. And when it comes down to it, like at some point that will be a major resource. Like, more diatribes. Sorry about all the diatribe, guys. I don't like our pretense for this whole Iran thing. We're coming up with the lamest excuses. First of all, it used to be like, hey, Iraq, we've got intel that says they have weapons of mass destruction. We got to go get them. Okay, fine. Where's the weapons? We'll worry about that later. The problem with the Iraq strike was this not finding the weapons. What should have been the signal to go get them is removing the agreed upon, was it NATO inspectors? They had in NATO weapons inspectors, and they kicked them out of the country, which is breaking of a peace treaty. If you remove the weapons inspectors, why would you do that? Probably because you're making weapons. That should have been, okay, now gloves are off, we're going in. I don't need video of maybe that truck has weapons of mass destruction or not. You remove the weapons inspectors, we're going to go ahead and assume you're making the weapons. That's fine and good. Now we have, well, we have to attack because we were told they would attack us if we didn't. Not a good reason. Oh, we have to get Greenland because China might get it if we don't. Not a good reason. Now I'm hearing all kinds of bad reasons for any of this stuff. You listen to the grifty right-wing podcast. Because he's so dry, I can't tell if Matt Walsh is serious with this shit or not. He's trying to justify, he will try to justify to his audience why we should attack Canada. And he's saying because they have like partial birth abortions. Well, we got to go get them. I mean, look at all these abortions they've got. We got to do something. Like, yeah, something that is happening in the United States as well. But when they do it, and this America's interests, we have to protect America's interests by what? Going to other countries and ruining their shit? That protects America's interests, because that's how you make enemies that then when their kids grow up, they come over here and wreck stuff. You build terrorists by attacking these countries off of lame shit that in getting in their way, and then they come and attack us, and when you wonder why, but when they attack us, we call it terrorists. When we attack them first, it's America's interests. We're just defending America's interests. That's what we're doing. Ming Na is not Chinese, Don Wanderer. I think I looked that up. She's I think I looked it up just the other day, honestly. She's not, it's like Cambodia or Laos or something. I don't think she's 60. And it's like she's not bad for 60, but she's not actually Chinese, so Japan does not have hot babes either. Got a lot of gals sporting excessive overbites. They're not hot babe factories. Korea seems to be doing it at the moment, or maybe it's just everybody else getting uglier. I don't know. Have you heard the track Aquatic Ambience from Donkey Kong? I do believe so. Donkey Kong Country apparently gives many people an existential crisis, really. Yeah, I don't believe she's actually Chinese, so here, we're still kicking things here. Save your record? Did I hit yes? Shoot. Summoned a guy. Okay, I went into a little too many diatribe here. I'm kind of shocked at the way this game's saving progress. Oh, come on, you gotta hit this guy. Okay, come over here, pal. All right, well, because I got him. Boom. Oh, shoot, I wasn't looking. All right, we spent too much time on this one. We got to try some other mini games here. We're an hour. Oh, I diatribed for too long, guys. I went off topic. That's supposed to be. We're trying to stay on topic, and then we can get off topic on the going off topic. You know, now I'm ruining things for everybody that was trying to look for a peaceful getaway from the news. Oh, fine. We'll create one more suspend, and what was it? Reset. Now look, it said 6% last time. Is it going to say more? 6%. Well, okay, here, we'll try the last one of these. Did you do Megaton Press? What's that? I think you are really making assumptions about the women of Japan or China based on a few that you've seen. I'm telling you, I'm not seeing these super hot Japanese girls. Like, I mean, even the ones you will find that you probably are thinking look go right in the face. They got like the 12-year-old boy body or something. It's they can't get it all together with Japan. I don't think Japan works, man. Tricky. Hello. We're playing some Kirby and we're talking about war, I guess. Megaton Punch. Okay, that's, yeah, is that what we're doing? We're gonna try this. Trying all the mini games. Pay attention to the power gauge and watch the pendulum. One player, level 1, okay. Ah, hello, my public. Okay, well this is... Oh, I see Mario, Luigi. Birdo? What's Birdo? Is that big enough? Oh, we have to line it up too. Oh, we got a lot to do. He just cracked the star in the damn place. Who punched a bigger hole into the planet? Like... Oh, look at that little crack. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. Yeah! Oh, this is epic. Yeah. Can you crack the planet in half? Jeez. Yeah, it's hard to walk away from the Kirby fighter, it is. Oh, this guy's weak sauce. I don't think I'm gonna get a perfect crack the planet in half, but boy. What is MT? 191 MT? I don't know what that means, but... Yeah, you could do this 2-player against each other. It's easier than trying to do the Mortal Kombat Test Your Might thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It like never works unless the guy has the turbo controller. All right, guys, we're gonna go back to the game selection and let's look for the Kirby, the like unlocked. I think this one has the other mini games on there. 191 megatons, okay. Ooh, okay, let's try out the other games we couldn't do. So we had Milky Way Wishes. Oh, we actually had some other. We've got Samurai Kirby, with the R is written. Push any but is this like a fighting game? Is this supposed to be kind of like Samurai Showdown, a play on that? Gosh, this game would keep you busy, wouldn't it? Winner, oh, what the shite happened here? Was I supposed to hit A? Press any button immediately when you see... Okay. Kind of like a quick draw type deal. Boom! Oh, a wheelie? Really? A 95 game? Yeah! Chef, you're going down. Chef's got a lot more clothes than he does in the newer... Oh my lord, no. Okay, hold on. Yarg! Pie in the face. Is this the end of it, King DDD? Tie. Ooh. This guy's quick. That is one angry curb right there, man. Damn, this guy's quick, man. What's the 16? Is that milliseconds? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, Meta Knight. Wow. We finally meet. Oh, I went early. Tie? What? No way. Yeah. Oh, wow. Ooh. Meta Knight demasked. Oof. Top time 04. Is that frames off or something? That's good, right? Or something? I don't know. More proof that Kirby destroys Goku. He can punch a giant crack in the earth. Planet Popstar is the same size as Planet Earth. It's a bit weirdly shaped. That's for sure. I don't understand the Halkin. I know the HAL Laboratory, but it says Halkin there. So we want to play some of these other ones. Milky Way Wishes. I'm wondering if all of these are like, or for the most part, Kirby missions. Like almost like you're selecting a world. Milky Way Wishes. Help. You must stop the sun and moon from fighting. We'll figure it out. Find the deluxe copy ability characters and you'll be able to use, yes, abilities forever. Okay. Oh, we're free roaming this to maybe this spot or the sun, or maybe I need to hit A. Oh my god. No, terrible ability. No good. Man, this is a dangerous ass place to start. Oh, kind of Sonic-like right there. Yes. These guys are respawning too quick. Bull. Okay, finally, we're in a minecart, right? Let's go. This is what we wanted. Get going. Go, 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 go. Lord. I was wondering if you could jump in the minecart. Evidently not really. Whoa. Yeah, I'll do Revenge of Meta Knight next. I think that's the last one. This is just straight dangerous. Yeah, I could see that kind of coming. We'll go ahead and just let me not die. Oh, so you could store your copy abilities and then select which one you want to use. Why does it seem like so many of these Kirby games are remaking Dream Land? Like, I keep Dreamland. Then you've got Kirby's Adventure. Seems pretty much like Dreamland again. It's like they keep remaking it. And then this one, that Breeze area, was pretty much like Dreamland Area 1 again. I guess Sonic the Hedgehog kind of does that too. Always starting in Green Hill Zone, right? All right. Revenge of Meta Knight. Save Dreamland, defeat Meta Knight and his giant warship Halberd. That dates back this far? Like everything in Air Riders is from the 90s, isn't it? Continue chapter 2? What? I haven't played this. Kirby's been blown to the ocean. Maybe I should... Well, hold on. This is acting like it's a saved file, isn't it? Maybe we should reset. New game. Now this will probably make more sense. Oh, are we on the Halberd already? Kirby's here. He's heading towards us. Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? He'll get in the way. Get rid of him. Sir, Meta Knight, what shall we do? Soldiers near the deck. Assume combat mode. Look at all that voice acting, guys. Look at it. Oh, holy jeez. He just wrecked. I can see why they were worried. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. I've been playing other Kirby stuff. Okay, this guy. Beam. Oh, you guys are in for some shit now. I'm getting a little bit of... oh, what is it? Treasures. Oh, God. I like the game. What's that treasure game on... That's kind of like Contra on the Genesis. I like it a lot. Gunstar Heroes. Yeah, get a little bit of Gunstar Hero vibe. Kirby's in the rocket valve. Release the heavy lobster. Quickly, quickly. I'm forgetting what voices I was doing for each guy, but... Heavy lobster? You guys going to die or no? Okay. Oh, check it out. We got an elevator. That's not... Kirby Contra, yeah. Heavy lobster, huh? Prepare to take off. Blow Kirby away. Am I playing this or reading this? What are we doing? Okay, maybe you're expected to lose this fight. And then you're gonna have to get back aboard, right? Chapter 2. Kirby's been blown into the ocean. That was sure close. I'll conquer Dreamland with the halberd. Our first target, Grape Garden. How is he hearing any of this? Does he have a radio? I've kind of got blown far away from being able to hear any of that conversation. It was almost a cinematic fight right there. Like that was... It was disguised as gameplay that you were intended to lose. Almost like the... Yeah, you know, early going-ons with Symphony of the Night kind of had that. Ooh, dire. Okay, this doesn't look good. Look at that choking bird down here. Poor guy. Someone take me out of my misery. Kirby's like, I got you. Oh, come on, I was charging it. I like that he can turn. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I had a chance to suck him in and I ruined it. I need to hit A. That's what I need to hit. To make the copy. Kirby's Avalanche was good. It had a controller input test. Use the game just to test controllers. My D-pad is a little faulty here. We realized this during Kirby's Dream Land last night, that I was hitting like right or left. And if you do it kind of up, you're actually hitting up also, making Kirby fly. And I don't... Ow, I got such a cramp doing that. Ah, Jesus Christ. Ah, like LeBron James over here. I'm trying to look and see if... Oh my... Ah, jeez. It's like a Vulcan nerve pinch. I don't think I have that kind of problem with my Elite. This is not going to hit up accidentally by hitting upward, the upward crust edge of the D-pad. See, that's left, but yeah, we can do the test thing. Oh, holy. Oh. That like knocked the wind out of me. I knew that was a tough reach with my backdrop up and everything. I knew that was going to hurt, but I thought only for a little bit. But here's the thing, guys. I'm just getting out of the COVID sickness. I am dirt sore. I mowed the lawn today, and I was sore for the first time doing that. I'm sore laying down. I do have some cream. A company actually sent me some hemp cream that relieves pain that I'm going to have to apply after this. That hurt. It's going away, though. I think... I don't get hurt for, like, extended period of time. Like, I may, like, punt something with a bare foot and hurt my foot for like a minute, but it doesn't like linger. It doesn't feel like I have a broken toe for a month. So I'll probably be okay. I probably won't even notice it in the morning or anything, but I'll put some cream on. I don't know if you guys are going to be interested in the cream. I've got the video up on my Amazon shop. But it's so different from other stuff I necessarily review that people already aren't watching. I'm not sure if I want to post the video here, but I think I'll be okay. Now this is a Kirby game that it's from the sound of it that this one doesn't sound too different from this in ways, it seems. The flying the halberd and conquering multiple kingdoms with Meta Knight. Oh. Is there a Meta Knight game or no? Probably still in pain from the dust up derby last night. I ended up wrecking in the dust up. I think... hold on. I didn't think you guys would believe me, and I took some screenshots. I'm trying to remember. How many did I get? I had some dust ups here where I was getting massive points. 19. I got 19. Now this is against level 9. This is when it's weird. I'm playing offline city trial against level 9 CPUs, full room. And I wrecked them. But I didn't get to keep the Hydra. I didn't get to keep Hydra in my garage. I don't understand that. And then with Leo, I was doing work too, 9. But Hydra, I guess I was doing even more work. Just there's the tail end of it. I mean, it was pretty brutal. And something that confuses me, sometimes it says Vaughn has completed Hydra instead of Legendary has completed Hydra. I don't really understand that. But yeah, I did kick some butt eventually. I thought you guys would need to know. Yeah, I was really rolling here. I was trying to get 2 different things going. I might not be too far away from getting the 7 pieces needed to be able to pull up. I haven't completed in a standard game Gigantus, but I think if you get 7 pieces, you can then make a Gigantus game. Maybe. I don't know, but it does something on the checklist. Dick. When I'm not watching. We still have quite a bit we need to get to, guys, so we might want to move on from this pretty soon here. Ass. These guys, this is nightmare fuel. I'm not even kidding you. These guys just like turn into this evil mask. Oh my god. Okay, they're allergic to water. Nice. Booted him. Not gonna be a 20. No, we're not completing. We did a full playthrough. Oh, no. That ain't happening. That guy did huge damage. Why does everybody have to respawn right away? Like, shit. Copy him. Can't copy him because I'm not on dry land, huh? Actually, maybe I was hitting the wrong buttons to fly. No, he's not doing it. My god. Ah, screw it. Okay. Snatched him. Oh my... Whoa, can I... There's like a tide or something kicking me around. Like, I don't get it. Oh, it's an auto-scrolling? Now this is like a shmup here, if you're gonna do this. Oh, get that. No! Curb! Get the... No, get the... What's he doing? I gotta get that tomato. What? Guys, I have stuck to my guns. I've gone a whole day without Game Pass Ultimate. What the? So I still don't have Game Pass Ultimate. I'm thinking what I may do, and this will be later, you know, like maybe next month. I'm going to collect a bunch of CP or CN or whatever credits or CP for the post-game store in Requiem. And I will get loaded up so that I can try to do a speed run and hard mode run at the same time, wherein you have to get to the end of the game in 4 hours or less. But I'm going to do that on hard and try to do that in a stream. That may be in the cards. Nice. Why not upload those videos if you're doing really well to YouTube? Nukem, I may edit those to be like, hey, are you looking for the Hydra or something? You know, and like make a short, you know. Here's some tips. You know, if I can come up with some tips on Kirby Air Riders which I should have written them down because earlier in the stream I was thinking of some stuff. Yeah, but I'm also kind of you weren't in here when I was talking about it, but it seems like the how to get to the island is popular because I came up with that before the game launched when I played the demo and got to the island. The game's been out for a while. I'm not expecting much out of more Kirby content in that regard, but shorts are pretty easy to do, and I will see what I can do about that. And I will talk about woke Kirby and Kirby before he was woke, you know, have like a rage bait short. All you need to do is get an SD card in order to transfer the video. I have the micro SD to save all the stuff and everything. But even better than that, Nintendo does a really good job of putting that stuff on your phone. All I have to do is just turn my phone on and it's already there. It like sends it wirelessly when you aren't playing a game online. So it works pretty well. I've had more issues with the way Xbox handles that. God's sake. Okay, we're getting out of here. We're getting through this. Just get in there. Oh my lord. I don't know. Oh, we've got a timer counting down? Shit. It better not be a tree. Again? Poor guy. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, my bad. What? Why did he stick the thing in there and just start spinning it? What kind of weird shit? Hey, let go! Oh, you can just walk under it because it's an umbrella. Oh, the clock was still ticking. Shit. Actually, this is a pretty good weapon for this. We only got 9 seconds. Hold on, I can do this. Okay, hold on. No. We got this. 1 second. No? What? It said 1 second left. I had health, right? What am I not seeing there? The enemy was dead. He has health. It's gone. There's a second left. I die. Like, yeah, maybe time for the next game then, if it's gonna do me like that. I think we may have had one more thing here. I don't understand what happened there. Sometimes you get the benefit of the doubt in games. It's a seldom thing. The arena, the final challenge. In his toughest battle yet, the Pink Wonder faces his strongest enemies. And he's got his bandana. Does this sound like Shinobi 3? All right, what are we choosing here? Fire, wing. I don't know, guys. That seems a little dangerous. The umbrella had some possibilities. The karate shit was pretty beast. Damn, what even is this? Oh, the karate thing's too cool. I guess this is the final boss. Or, well, that could have crushed him. Wow, he has a lot of abilities. Like, there is no shortage of abilities here, guys. This is nuts. Oh, we have a mallet? Big uppercut mallet thing? I don't know which one to go with. This is all pretty cracked. I guess this is the final battle. Or whatever this guy is. Wham Bam Rocks. Hold on. What are you doing? No. Doesn't hurt him though. I think this mallet's doing big damage. Oh, look at that. You asswipe. Okay, get your ass over here. Break these hands. Right, well, we took some damage, but there we got that. Let's keep the mallet. Maybe it's a bit of a boss rush between the modes. What is this? See, I should have kept the damn umbrella, right? Oh, how does that hurt me? You just contact damage me like this is Silk Song? Give me a break. The mallet, dude. The mallet. Maybe you get this off King DDD, and that's why it's so strong. Oh no! There's only so many of these, and I ate 2 of them for the hell of it. Games left 17? Holy hell! It's a boss rush. Get it! Alright, well, we'll just take him. Oh my shit. No, 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 no. Get your ass to Mars. Okay, Kirby, you got this. Come on. Damn. Oh, demasked again. Why does it say enemy? Ooh, over there. It's not, but it's not showing Meta Knight. 16 games left, and I've only got 2 more health. Man, this is gonna be rough. This is a pretty good game. This might be like your challenging Kirby game right here, man. This ain't bad. What even is that? Sleep? Oh my hell, why would you do that? Oh, and then he drools. Oh god. You know what though? You could make this guy go do the fighting for you, couldn't you? And then you go and grab this, and now you're both. That's what I should have done. Okay, I guess we'll do the trees here. You get that one. Okay, fine, I'll handle this one. Dick. Now that was some revenge. This is pretty cool. Creates a spin point. Sure. This is pretty neat. I can see why this unlocks after you've done all the other stuff. There's a lot to do in this game. This would have kept me busy back in the mid-90s. No doubt. So yeah, Kirby Super Star. That's kind of a surprise right there. I don't know. I may have seen that on a shelf somewhere and, you know, not really realize they were making Kirby stuff still so much, but do we need to try Avalanche and Dream Course? Everyone's favorite pink hero takes a break from swallowing zoomies and put your brain to work in a fast-paced puzzle game. We don't do puzzle games anymore, do we? It's like they just can't be wow factor enough to necessitate a $70 purchase or anything of the like, can they? We'll look at these just briefly, okay? Guess competition means against the computer. Let's just go normal. Yeah, it mentioned putt. I think I might have heard some voice sampling. Hi, Kirby. Want a bomb? Oh, what the shit? Kirby's talking. How brave and how pathetic. Still, mate, okay, I'll compete in a quick game of Avalanche. Why the hell is Kirby talking English? We're doing the Dr. Mario thing, aren't we? Let's see, how do these... What's the stacked behavior, though? Will that drip? Yeah. I can't remember. Is Dr. Mario just like this? Or maybe a... I mean, Columns kind of does a similar thing, right? And then there's, what, Mean Bean Machine? It looks like I'm whooping them. No. These greens. Oh, that'll go big. Nope, not quite. Need another red here. Boom. During lockdown, I fired up my Game Gear for the first time since 1997. And immediately, even though it needed a new capacitor for the screen and it didn't look good, basically the screen didn't light up, I immediately wrecked Columns, immediately beat Columns story mode, which took me a lot of practice back in the day, but this fired it up, boom, 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 boom. Oh, that was easy. Poyo Pop Fever. Oh, okay. See, there... Hold on, is there a new version of that? I think there might be a Switch 2 puzzle game that sounds kind of like that, but yeah, we just save slot 6825. Maybe I did play a minute of this. It must have been during a stream when I was just looking through games on the Super Nintendo's thing. That would have been shortly after the Switch came out, the Switch 2, right? So it's been a while. I play too many games, I forget what I play, you know? All right, we got Dream Course, which, hell, I might have played also. No, I guess not. Reskin of Dr. Robotnik Mean Bean Machine, right? So I guess they got rid of that and they just are running with a different name now. Kirby's Dream Course. Dance select. That's what I expected Dance 1 to be. So this is like you win and you dance afterwards. So this is like before Madden let you select your dances. Your stupid touchdown crap. The touchdown celebration stuff is making me stop watching football. It just seems so beta male to be dancing all the time. Now we got these kids doing the Fortnite dances all the time, like boys. Dancing was largely a girl thing in the 90s. Boys didn't just bust out dance to celebrate. And it seems weird that they're doing the choreography and it's bad. In the NFL, I think honestly the NFL Combine should have a dancing portion where the dancing is judged by like Paula Abdul. I'd be okay with that. Because evidently these guys act like the dancing is one of the most important parts of their job. So, okay, train up on your dancing then. I mean, I guess you're a dancer who sometimes catches touchdowns. But yeah, include dancing at the NFL Combine. And, you know, oh, this guy's dance moves are weak. We can't take him in the first round. Social media was a mistake. That needs to be on a shirt. It was. It's a net negative is what I've been telling people for a few years now. Social media was a mistake. That's a t-shirt right there. Definitely. Maybe I'll put that in the store. You gotta put that in like the Facebook font, right? Members, new members. What is this? Oh, I guess I've unlocked it or something, right? I'm playing the special version. I don't know what we're doing here. Maybe we'll just go up against him. Probably gonna get my ass dunked on right here. MySpace was okay. That might be a t-shirt also. Okay, so we've got to line up and get some... Are we going? Boy, is this cryptic. Probably not a good place to start. Just keep at it and push him off the edge, maybe? Maybe I need to hit this guy too. Or if he gets too many of his little goobers over here. By the way, that's a Robo King DDD, just like in Kirby Air Riders. I don't see me getting him, honestly. Okay, maybe we need to relook at this. Try like the first course here. I didn't even have a power gauge a second ago. Oh shoot. I didn't know it was forcing me to hit. It's almost like curling, like, you know, I think I'm trying to get these guys in a par, like, hey, take out all these guys, right? In as few moves as you can. Maybe better than that, but yeah, you get the idea. That was a Robo DDD right there. It was. It absolutely was. Okay, how come? Oh man, 16 bits. You're fighting. No, why? No. Mulligan. Okay, well. Oh, we've got... If you want to get fancy with the spin, I guess this is the... Can we go in the hole? This would take some getting used to, but yeah, it is kind of like a putt-putt. You have some enemies you're gonna have to take out on the par to get through, I guess, huh? Oh, look at that. Oh, maybe it's not all putting. Maybe I'm gonna have to lob this. That was weird, but kind of satisfying. And then he ducks out of the way, and now you've got a struggle. I guess it's kind of set that up. Okay, hold on. We can do better than that. No, whoa. Get in there, Curb. I'm having a tough time bringing that back. So that's Kirby Avalanche. This kind of says rental, you know. It's kind of just tough to do the sort of sport title in the day, you know, to really expect people to be buying so much, but not terrible. I don't know if this could be a ton of fun though. It's not. It's a little passive, isn't it? So that concludes the Super Nintendo stuff. I know that we have, oh, actually Kirby Dream Land 3. Dream Course. No, okay, that was Avalanche. That was Dream Course. We were just on Dream Land 3. That's the last one to do. Haven't actually done that. I see more characters. I see Rick. And I don't remember some of these other guys' names, but... Halkin, what the hell? We'll do just a little bit of this, maybe up to a boss fight and then call it a stream. I think everybody's dipping out. Rick. 97. On the Super Nintendo in 97. What's with some of these Kirby games? Really late on the NES, really late on the Super Nintendo. Level 1. Hey Rick, how's it going? Hey, we've got an almost Yoshi's Island type thing happening here with the storybook crayon art, don't we? I don't think I've played this any. Different art style for him, that's for sure. No copy? Oh, now I snatched you. Oh, I can make that spin up. Oh, and there's a cat also. I don't remember the cat's name. You talk? It looks like the cat has some boobs, is kind of what it looks like. Surely you can do something with Rick over here, right? Okay, I hit X and I'm riding Rick, and the cat is freaking out over this. So... Oh, or you can ride me. You know, let's go with Rick. Jealous. What's he gonna do? Alright, see oh, no. Kirby becomes the boomerang. I don't know what the little stars do, but Rick is not flying, so... Let's get the root beer. I think it's root beer. Oh, come on, throw it at an arc. That's a very Mario-looking one-up right there. Well, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot to this if you're gonna be Rick. Such a slow projectile. It's like you only get one Kirby to throw. I don't know, I'm not as impressed with this one. What was anyone saying about the game that had the test thing? I'm trying to remember what game it was that someone mentioned had a controller test. Okay, we just did a high jump test that I didn't even know we were doing. It was one stage, one level, but I gotta say I wasn't too terribly impressed. I don't really like the term level used like this. I think level is a difficulty. Level 30 as you work up in Tetris, but stage is maybe a better way to say this. Or area. Not really feeling this one. Not so much. I don't know. Maybe this one's supposed to be more little kid aimed with all the crayon drawings, Yoshi's Island type thing happening here. Maybe they made it a little easy. They thought, hey, it was a little too much stimulation with Superstar. Too many inputs to remember. I'm not sure, but can't say I'm crazy about this one. I'll say that much. So all told, learned a few more things about Kirby tonight. Didn't realize that so many, like pretty much everything. Hell, there's Krakow over there on Kirby's Dream Course in the thing. Like all of his stuff is from the 90s. You know, I guess they started the lore and characters pretty early. Pretty big enemy variety and things. Evidently a heap of power-ups in its day. And pretty smart AI over there in Kirby Superstar. I don't know how that really got by us. Maybe we just didn't give that a chance. It just wasn't violent enough. Kirby's just too cutesy. We were looking for like, you know, the Mortal Kombat was happening big. By the time this comes out, this was, you look at 90s. People might have even been talking about Tomb Raider at this point. And, you know, just really, I think what a lot of people fail to register is that all the 2D stuff in the mid 90s was really frowned upon. Once you had like the PlayStation on the scene, the Saturn and the PlayStation for that matter, once that you had those on the scene, and then you had an N64, and everything on the N64 had to be 3D, or it really got dunked on by magazines. To the point that like people just were not touching 2D games. And I would tell people at the time, oh man, those 2D, you know, like that Yoshi's Island, I thought that looked better than this one over here and all that. And like, no, you gotta be crazy. And in a way, it's like they mastered what they could with the 2D stuff in some situations, but we had a long ways to go to making 3D play right, getting the camera correct, and visually. So we ended up with like peak 2D stuff for a time, really getting discounted. People were not playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It was like, nah, forget that. Play the 3D one on the N64. And just in general, I mean, some magazines were talking up Symphony of the Night, which I'm not really taking much of a liking to. I tried to get into it on a stream, rage quit. But with Kirby here doing some pretty good stuff 2D, unfortunately at a time when I think everybody like focus is shifting over to like Mario 64. And once you see Mario 64 playing at like the dentist's office or something, dentist had an N64, it's kind of hard to get anybody to pay any attention to the 2D stuff. It's different now, but for a time, people were like, 2D, no way. It was like disco. Like, oh, after that night disco died and everybody burned the records at the baseball stadium, people in a similar way were not looking. You know, grunge metal shows up and the hair metal stuff just dies right away. Same sort of deal. The 3D thing kicks off. Um, I guess at the point of Mario 64, it was just like nobody was touching anything 2D platform. It just wasn't happening. So yeah, I think we had a pretty decent little stream there. Is this not working anymore? What the hell? For I hit the wrong button. I'm still surprised by Kirby. Maybe I do need to watch the anime and learn more about what Kirby is or isn't saying and some of this lore stuff. But you know, maybe Kirby could work for a streaming series. Maybe they could a Kirby streaming series. You could do something with that. I think Star Fox would be more streaming series than movie. It's probably deemed that the recognition for the youth is minimal on Star Fox, and that it's the old heads that know Star Fox, right? Like the people that are like touching 40 and they don't care about marketing to them. They're not going to give him a movie. I wouldn't count on it. Would have the Legend of Zelda stuff's going to need to perform pretty strong too in order to bring more properties in. Otherwise, I mean, if Donkey Kong's hot right now, are they thinking about a Donkey Kong movie? I guess it's a possibility, but yeah, we'll wrap there. I'm gonna play. Well, I might eat some popcorn and just kind of chill and work on whatever I did to myself over here, and then get back into some Requiem. And I will try to get all of that post game stuff lined up so that maybe next month we can do a big speed run hard mode Requiem. You know, I want Star Fox yesterday. Nintendo is just lazy lately. I'm not even sure what Star Fox has to offer. Um, I thought I've heard of him having a game on like the GameCube, but I don't know. And we're not making me play Star Fox. Even with Rewind, I don't think I can get through this. It is ambitious to try to put such a game on an NES or on an SNES, but without analog controls and you're flying with a D-pad. I mean, it just isn't the right way to be doing that. I just don't think so. Is it called Star Fox Zero? I don't think that what I'm talking about is necessarily on here. I don't. We did do a stream of Star Fox 64, but I probably should remove some of these demos. Mina the Hollower is actually going to finally come out, guys. It's been moved up from the previously posted 2030. I wasn't crazy about the demo, but you know, if I can talk these guys and let me play it, we'll see. And I do need to actually do some kind of review for that City Hunter. Is this what I think? Sin and Punishment. I think this had like a pretty cool looking sequel on the Wii or the GameCube. I'd like to give it a look, but Kirby and the Crystal Shards. We may have to look at that later, along with his GameCube thing. But Monday we are going to actually be doing. We're going to be starting this, and we probably really need to get on this too because when Pokemon Snap is Pokemon Snap on here? It is. Huh. That's a game I haven't played since 99, I think. Yeah. And I thought there were some interesting things about it. You know, with the rewind, you shouldn't be able to miss too many of your Mewtwo chances or something, right? May have to play through that at some point. Wave Race 64? I don't think they have Wave Race on this, do they? There was a Wave Race started in 94 on the Game Boy, and I don't think it's on here. But I think there was a Wave Race on GameCube that I don't see why we can't have, right? But they're so slow to get the GameCube games out. When Yoshi's Story came out, I thought Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo looked better. I really did. We're going to have to do those Zeldas at some point too, you know? But we've got a lot of Mario to do this month. We've got a lot of 2D Mario to get through. And let's see, the GameCube, it doesn't have much for anything, does it? I just want to check Wave Race real quick. I don't think Wave Race is on the Game Boy here. Paper Banjo, you're catching me at the end of the stream. We just did a whole bunch of Kirby. A bunch of it. How you doing, Banjo? I saw you on another video I was watching. I'm seeing like comments from like Mr. 10 Years and Paper Banjo on other YouTube videos that are being like recommended to me. They're showing up in my recommendations, and I watch them, and then I comment, and it's like, oh hey, I recognize these guys. Yeah, we're gonna go through a bunch of 2D Marios. Okay, so actually, Paper. Tomorrow we're starting this, and I'm hearing this could take a little bit, but then immediately after that, it is History of Mario 2D games in the lead up to the Switch 2 version of Super Mario Wonder, which I may or may not get particularly early. GameStop closed their shop in my town, so now I have to get it like mailed to me. And that's gonna kind of suck, but yeah. There's so many more Zeldas I need to get through also, isn't there? Because as NSO Zelda goes, all I've really done is Minish Cap. Star Stacker. Oh, we didn't even look at that. Kind of. It's got Rick. I guess that's not a mainline Kirby game, but we were looking at like 2D Kirby stuff in the lead up to Return to Dreamland. That's a good one. I got it when GameStop had a Black Friday sale. I have to check if you have to you could potentially look on the website and see if it says closed, 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 closed. Or if it says open at 10 a.m., then it's actually open. If it says closed, 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 it's permanently closed. But yeah, they're doing some weird creative accounting over there at GameStop to try to close certain number of stores, and that gets the CEO a massive bonus in some weird way. It's like absolutely crazy. But yeah, the CEO makes like Bill Gates money if he can like effectively make the company bankrupt. There's some kind of weird stock play. I don't know what the whole thing is. I'm hoping that if I'm kind of waiting for a gift card I'm supposed to get from YouTube from doing the research for them, but I also have a $50 gift card from GameStop I need to use before they declare bankruptcy and don't honor it. Could happen. Like, let's not act like it won't happen. But yeah, I'm telling you guys these games as I'm looking at them here, and I'm not showing you. But yeah, we got Kirby Star Stacker, which evidently is some kind of offshoot thing. But and I've been playing Kirby Air Raiders. I think I'm all caught up on Kirby. I'm ready to give Return to Dreamland a pretty good go at it. Okay, so if yours says open, and if it has times listed on their site, open tomorrow, then you're good. if it says closed tomorrow, it's probably permanently closed. It just doesn't say so on the site. It was an eye opener to me. I drove by expecting to um, pick up or put a pre-order in or something for Resident Evil Requiem, and they were boarded up, took the sign down, boarded up the windows. And this was a GameStop that was really quite happening. There were people in there when Nintendo games were being picked up, in December. Like I went in there several times after the Switch 2 came out, and there were events still. There were people coming in. Like they had regular customers coming through and they closed it up. I'm hoping I can put an order in, and I might even get lucky and get the game a couple days ahead. Sometimes you get lucky in the mail, but it could be behind. It could be like April 1st. If I get the game in late, I can't start it on the day it comes out so much. Yeah. No, I have other ones around Wichita, but I don't know if I want to pre-order in a store and then they close that store and then they say, "Oh, well your pre-order was in a store, it wasn't on the website. So, sucks for you." Like shenanigans, right? Your GameStop closed October 2024. Wow. The GameStop I'm speaking of, I bought my 2012 Star Wars Edition Slim Xbox 360 there. So it was around in at least 2012. I'm not sure when it started, when they opened. I think the logic is any of them that have a lease coming up, they're just closing because they just don't want to renew a lease on the land. So those will be the first to go. Nowhere. You missed me struggling with Kirby's Dream Course, not being too enthusiastic with Dream Land 3. That one has like some little kid vibe artwork to it. Maybe they scaled back difficulty. It seemed like I didn't have as many abilities happening. I rode on Rick and I walked to the right. Now, granted, that was the first level, as they called it, but I wasn't too infused with that. But the star of the show, this stream, was Kirby Super Star. So far, you guys have been pretty right about this. You guys are like, "Oh, looking forward to Kirby Super Star. That's a good one." Okay. And then it turns out it is, which is really a weird feeling to me because anymore these days, people tell me a new thing is good and it turns out it sucks. And that they just don't know what's good or bad anymore is generally the truth. Now, I guess with an older thing from 30 years ago, if people liked it and then it turns out it's still good, that's why they were saying it was good. But if it's something new, people can't judge new stuff. I haven't seen Scream 7, but I'm sure there's people acting like it was amazing, Dreamland 3, I'm sorry. I got on Rick's back and I walked to the right, and if I wanted to throw a Kirby boomerang, it was slow as balls. But Superstar, it was like he has more power-ups than you can keep track of. Just like a ton to do. Hell, there was like a giant boss gauntlet at the end where you had to fight like 20 bosses or something. Like, Jesus. Yeah, Superstar was pretty badass, most certainly. I still have that Xbox. I tried to sell it at a garage sale a couple of years back for like at new price. I think mine's in like mint condition. I've still got the box. My logic when I bought it was to try to keep most of it together. It's largely complete. I think I'm missing like the basic cable. I'm not even sure if it came with an HDMI cable or if you're expected to use your own, but there was like a composite cable that you don't want to use that came with it that I misplaced. And I think an Ethernet cable that I'm looking at on the ground might have. It's kind of hard to repack the box, but yeah, I've got the box. Actually, I have it in the basement, but if I do another garage sale, maybe I will get lucky with that, or I could list it on eBay. I don't want to have to ship stuff that is as fragile as the Xbox 360 is with that brittle plastic. I don't know. But hey, if the Switch games keep getting more expensive, maybe I will. I got a 360 a year after the Xbox One came out. Still have it. So you probably got a Slim. The Slim works. I fired this thing up before I put it up on the garage sale. Worked fine. The other ones didn't. But I figured, okay, I know a new Xbox is around the corner, but I don't know when. If I get like this special edition Star Wars one, that'll probably hold value. I was thinking in my mind like the Pokemon N64, and I was thinking, there's probably a way to come out of this, even, not blowing. Yeah, you're blowing $400 now, but you know, the slim ones work. I think there was a Slim 2. I think there was a second Slim that is a little bit different that most people don't see. But yeah, the early Xboxes are so garbage. Yeah. Well, Kirby 64 is more substantial sequel to Dream Land 3. You should check it out one day. Will do, just not sure when. The Crystal Shards, is it? We were just looking at it. Kirby and the 64 Crystal Shards or something like that, right? Hell, there's so many games that have 64 in the title. Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. Okay. And we'll have, I think I might have fired it up once. Let me just look real quick here. Is there it's a spin menu. Maybe I hadn't. Oh, they're so polygonal. And then you got the weird N64 really unsharp letters, that you get. But yeah, we'll have to give this a look at some point, surely. Shoot, that's how you take a picture. So how did it's weird how the rules are like different for how to do, okay, so you just hold minus and then you can start rewinding. Are you enjoying Kirby? It's for babies. Everybody's showing up at the end of the video, at the end of the stream. Now Anna's here. Yeah, the N64 had some really blurry games, and the emulator they have here does a good job upsampling the polygons, but all the other stuff is just like low-res JPEG. Instead of the, I guess, relatively chunkier, but I mean, how else would you put this? The text you would see in an older game, though blocky, would not be blurry, So that's the way that goes. I don't know what to expect out of Pokemon Snap. I mean, hell, I know I'm gonna be so disappointed with Zelda Ocarina of Time. I don't think that you guys want to watch me get through that. But then I've never done Majora's Mask, so I don't know if maybe we could just kind of skip this one and do this one at some point. I don't know. I've never played a Paper Mario. I don't think I've ever played Banjo-Kazooie. And this might even have Banjo-Tooie also. Or not. I don't know. Blast Corps is pretty cool. If you haven't played that, there is a game coming out that was in the indie world thing that looked a lot like Blast Corps, where there was a train coming and you had to get things out of the way. And this is like a rogue missile is coming. Blast everything out of the way, clear the path. So it was like that. 3DS Ocarina of Time is much better. Can't stream no 3DS, that's for sure. I haven't turned mine on in a while. I sure hope the battery works, even. I believe Ocarina of Time will be remade for Switch 2 and released this year. I highly doubt it. They're not going to remake a game they've situated here on NSO. That's my thinking. Now, we have been teased, like, leaks from Walmart indicate that we have some more stuff coming to NSO courtesy of the GameCube that they're really slow to bring to us. But there should be a Metroid Prime Prime or Prime 2 or 3 or something that comes to this. Now they have the remaster from about 3 years ago, and that may necessitate them not adding the original to NSO. The 3D version was fixed on that handheld. The 3DS version was fixed, okay. Vaughn rips Ocarina of Time but praises Blast Core. I'm just saying that it's been a long time since I played Ocarina of Time, but I can feel its antiquity, okay? That it doesn't have the quality of life stuff. Now, okay, you got some save states, you got some rewind. That goes away in helping. But why are we're just staring at a year into the system and we've got 8 games here on the GameCube, Nintendo. And it's not like these are bad games, but we don't have a lot here. And who is it on to try to have more games here? They want to sell you the new software that costs $70, $80, $90 with the DLC, right? I mean, look, Ocarina of Time, we were wowed by the fact that the sun went across the sky and that you could get a horse and ride it around essentially the empty overworld, okay? Yeah, you can't wow a kid today with that if they've already played Tears of the Kingdom. You have to sometimes think about where these things were in history at the time. And as much as I was looking forward to Ocarina of Time, I went to Walmart and they had a PlayStation kiosk and it had the demo for Metal Gear Solid and it was blowing my mind. And at that point, Christmas was around the corner and I was kind of like, Zelda who at that point? And yeah, I did really get into the Zelda for like a week. But it seems like the Metal Gear stuff stuck with me longer and that I was playing it for a longer period of time and I was largely playing a few of the marquee N64 titles, but then getting right back on PlayStation was the way it was going. A kid would cry play, hey, the lock-on, this lock-on's no good. This why does this fairy keep interrupting me? Like I don't know, something like that. It does seem odd to me that in Breath of the Wild and these other Zeldas that there isn't a fairy, because it's such a big point in Ocarina of Time. I just expected there to be a fairy, to chat and give guidance or something, but it really didn't happen. Ocarina of Time feels surprisingly modern, Vaughn. You can feel it was ahead of its time. It made every single PS1 game look primitive into some capability. One thing that it did that was really ahead of its time, it had that like auto jump that we were like really questioning, like, oh hey, if Link comes up to a little piece of bridge missing or whatever when he's running across the volcano, he'll jump over it automatically. And at the time you're reading that in a magazine, you're like, what? I don't even have to jump. It just why can't I just do the jump? But now a lot of games will animate out so many animations to make it look like you feel like you're playing the game when you're watching it. It's ahead of its time in that. Yeah. What's this? Hey, listen. Hey, oh, yeah, the fairy, exactly. Dawn Wanderer, I'm really behind on my anime stuff. I have an OVA I need to get to watching. I'm pretty sure I had ordered Appleseed. Ordered months back, need to watch. I probably need to get some movie reviews in this week before the Oscars. And those two, there would be Sinners and K-pop Demon Hunters, which I've recorded reviews for. Got to get the footage and stuff. So expect that kind of this week. And I do need to play more of City Hunter so I can review that. And also being that we're Resident Evil Requiem's real popular, I wanted to get a review in of Dawn of the Dead from 78. That kind of sounds like a full sheet of like 5 days of videos here. And tomorrow I'm submitting my video, I don't know how to best show you guys this. I haven't edited the video yet, but I took some stills. So I took some stills of me eating some Wendy's, and I'm applying for the Wendy's Chief Test Taster. You can kind of see me eating some Wendy's here. If I can. This is not the best way to do it, but yeah, there you go. Rah. I'm just trying to show them that, hey, you need a guy who can talk on camera without having to cut every single sentence like some frantic YouTuber, and can actually eat your burger without any kind of edits, swallow it and all. That'll show McDonald's, right? So we'll see me get denied that role, because why not? And I'll submit them the best video of anybody, and they'll not talk to me. You wait and see. It's the way it kind of works. I like to name my save file Zelda Effort to make the NCP aggressive. Oh, I guess so. If only there was a Link Between Worlds HD. I do need to play A Link to the Past. I've never played Link to the Past, so it seems like what we need to do, if we're doing a Zelda history play, right? We've kind of messed that up by taking a request, and I can't remember who from. I don't even think he comes around anymore, but there was a kid who requested I play Minish Cap. He really wanted me to do Minish Cap before getting into Tears of the Kingdom. So I did. And now we're really out of sequence on the Zeldas, but we're at some point going to have to do a Zelda history starting with numero uno right here. It says 87. That's 87 in the US. But, oh, I hit the wrong thing. I wanted to go to Super Nintendo. I was talking about box art earlier. The early games on the NES. There was a video game crash in North America in 1983. And part of the belief was that the outlandish, completely unrealistic box art led to people buying games and getting disappointed and wanting refunds. So when the early NES games came out, they had supersized images of what was in the game. Like, this is what you get. This is Mario Brothers right here. Balloon fight, you get this. After a bit, they were just like, artists, do your thing. And then people were like really cracking off. I mean, look at that. You see a ninja doing this sort of shit, you're probably buying that, right? And that's what got me into this bad boy up here, Battletoads. You know, you get a good grade on a report card. Okay, you can pick out a game at Sears. You look over in the shelf, and you got this sitting there, and you're like, all right, that looks fun. And then it's pain. But yeah, that's kind of the... So you ended up with like super high illustration artwork for a number of NES games. And I think the NES, for that reason, is probably like the king of the box art. The Super Nintendo might give you photos more often than not, or lesser illustrations. And then after that, it's probably just straight renders, basic render of the hero. We're a very boring box art now because nobody looks at the box art. It's pretty irrelevant, you know? Battletoads is pretty cracked. We're going to have to do a full playthrough of that. And the last time I played through it was about 10 years ago, and it took me only an hour. So But with the rewind here, to try to abuse the rewind on this is not as easy as abusing the rewind in Rare Replay, where it's a seamless VCR type rewind. Well, DVR, I guess. Um, you could scrub backwards. You can't really do that here. It's kind of a shame you don't have a better rewind. I wanted to see when did this come out even? 92? I remember seeing ads for this, and I liked that first Zelda, but then it just seemed like I just didn't play another Zelda until Zelda 64 or Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you got that little Luigi there, Anna, but that's cool. What was the pink hair? It was the pink hair. Wendy's, Hardee's, and Culver's are best fast food. I went to Wendy's to get that burger for prop to make a video, and that set me back. That is a $10. This Dave single is a $10 combo here. The it's fries, medium fries, and medium drink, I guess. But that's a $10. And Culver's is pretty outlandish. We just got a Culver's like a month ago in my town, and you don't even want to get in on a shake or anything, I'm sure, because the burger's like $12 with the combo. Wendy's needs to get cheaper. If they could get that combo, what I just described, down to like $7, that would be ideal. But the situation exists that they're trying to please a shareholder and not the consumer. So they say, "Hey, why don't we just charge more and we don't have to sell as much?" It's a win for everybody. We keep we keep less meat patties stocked, and we expect to sell less of them. There we go. Hardee's left my area. Yeah, at one point it was kind of like, are we getting Carl's Jr. or a Hardee's? Then the Carl's Jr.'s went away. We got Hardee's, and they had a really good deal on their chicken strips, and they had hand breaded chicken strips. And their burger was okay, but boy, did they not do business, and now they're a bank. So you see these very brutalist looking structures for these outfits, these fast food chains, and it's because they care more about the land than selling any of the stuff. So they build a building that they can sell to somebody. Build a building that could be a bank later. Build a building that could be a dentist office, is essentially what they're doing. Dentist office, something that very much requires a building, right? So you can always think about, like, whoever owns this building next is something that has to exist brick and mortar, right? The Hardee's chicken tenders, don't sleep on those. Those stacked up pretty well, and they were at a decent price too. Banjo, we finally got Carl's Jr. almost 2 decades ago. I moved away and recently visited the area, and it had closed. Yeah, I don't see any of them around. A&W is like the oldest still operating burger joint, but they're all paired with Long John Silver, and I really like the root beer. You get like the fresh root beer there, and that's great. And the burger's not bad, but I think you get a little bit of a Long John Silver tinge to it from being cooked together. I'm in a well-to-do suburb near Seattle. It's very bougie here. Our Red Robin sells burgers for $8.90. No way. Red Robin burgers are like $15 or something around here. Applebee's, maybe $10.99. I know no one likes Apple. Look, I live where Applebee's started, and people don't like Applebee's. They'd rather go to Chili's. But Chili's, their stuff is almost like Chipotle, where it may as well say market price on the menu. Chipotle is like $3 more expensive every time I walk in. The burrito there is probably $15 now. Like, it's absurd. our Habit Burger is $9.90. I don't know what Habit Burger is, but buy one get one. No way. Why is food so cheap in Seattle? What the shit? Speaking of dentist office, there used to be an ice cream shop that changed owners, and every summer it eventually became a children's dentist office. It's kind of wild. Um, Eventually became a children's dentist office. Yeah, I see. In the children's dentist office, they call it like dental adventures or something like. And I kind of think, man, I wish when I was a kid the dentist office seemed fun. Like I actually have a dental appointment Wednesday. I'm getting a little bit of yellow up on inside here. Um, the smile of when I switched to doing this stuff with the background, you look at like a few years ago, I had really quite yellow teeth in stuff, and people were like dogging me for this. So I started going back to the dentist. And our Shake Shack Steak and Shake was pretty good in college, but it was not cheap then, and I'm afraid to wonder what it is now. Shake Shack Wednesday 6.9 buy one. I don't know how your burgers are that cheap, but yeah, I mean any combo is $10 plus in my town now, and sometimes some of these burgers are just straight expensive on their own. That new McDonald's Big Arch is it? Um, I think it's like 7.59. I looked it up the other day. May try that this week. We have a place called Waffle Bus. It's unique to Houston and my town, and they give you a massive like killed the whole bird chicken breast on a half of a waffle, like a waffle. So it's a whole waffle, but it's like massive. You go there in the daytime for the lunch menu and you get a quarter size of the waffle section, and you still get like the biggest piece of chicken you ever seen still. And that will set you back some bucks. Their waffle chicken sandwich thing. I may have to look this up. I have their app. This is gonna knock you guys down. Let's see. Waffle Bus. You guys don't have one of these. I'll have to just kind of show you a little bit of what we're looking at here. Order. Okay, so it says $9 fried chicken and waffle sandwich. So this would be just the sandwich. And you're looking at $9. And that's the half waffle thing. Now you want some fries and a drink, that's going to be another $4. And the last time I was in there, they were even cutting back on things. They gave you syrup to dip it in. And then the last time I was in there, they didn't give me the syrup to dip it in. And I was afraid to ask, like, oh yeah, we don't do that no more. I heard it's perfect for sharing the big arch. Ride the Dente. What, huh? Do you want to know what's expensive here? The boba tea place. The tea is $10. There's no lesser option, and the Belgian waffle is $10. So if you have 4 people, so is that the only thing they sell at a boba tea? We have we're getting more and more drive-through coffee shack places, but man, there's a place out of Texas called like HTO, and I feel so bad for them. They have the little tea shop. They don't have any other food. They're from Texas because they sell like Yeti coolers in the tea shop. And the tea, I had some, it didn't taste great. And it's just like, man, how are you guys staying in business? I never see anybody there. I just feel so bad for them. But yeah, that's kind of the way it is. It's like some of these business ideas, I just don't know. I mean, even the coffee thing, if you're not Starbucks, can you get away with serving Starbucks price coffee? It would seem like you need to be Starbucks to do that. If you're going to spend $80, we will get $20 barbecue plates from Dickey's, loaded, piled high with brisket. And we do have a barbecue joint in the area. They call it Hog Wild Pit Barbecue. Don't be late. We close at 8. And they've got a pretty cheap meal. You can feed a family on $20 from there or something. You can get by. But it's the big chains that are just like ratcheting up the price to whatever they can get away with. If the competitors are going to go high, let's go high too, you know. I'm afraid to look at Dunkin' Donuts prices. I know what Krispy Kreme prices are around here now. It's like, you know, if you want the not quite fresh Krispy Kreme dozen that they'll sell you at Walmart, it's insane. It's like $12 or more. Hell, I'm saying 12, but it's probably 20 or $30. Like I'm pretty sure it's like $3 a donut at Krispy Kreme, and they're not like from their fresh. Been sitting at Walmart and not hot, right? And I think they're like $3 a donut. Like, I'm not even playing. The best dinner in my town, in my opinion, is the French Bistro. Really fancy place with glass tables. I mean, Freddy's. You guys probably don't. Or maybe you're starting to see Freddy's. They're expanding. They're from my area, and they're so damn busy. Their custard's real good. Everybody's trying to copy their burger, and they're pretty consistent with quality. But the price is ever increasing. And the last time I was at Freddy's a few weeks ago, the price finally, actually a week and a half, the price for the number one combo finally eclipsed $10. And it was teetering just below, and now it's like $10.30. But I usually have some kind of special, you know, use the apps. The prices are really counting on you using the apps and getting the free meal later or weekly offers or something like that. You got to use the apps, guys. If you go in like an old person, you don't have coupons. They don't send them in the mail. You don't know about the app. You're paying for everybody else's burger is what it is. No, it's Freddy, but it's called Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. But I think they recently changed their name in like the last year to just Freddy's. I would actually say that you're better off including dessert in the name of the company, i.e. Cheesecake Factory. Because if Cheesecake Factory was not called that, people would not necessarily order the cheesecake. Now they feel like, oh, well, it's a rare occasion. Go to Cheesecake Factory. Got to have some cheesecake. So have the frozen custard in your name to get people to buy the frozen custard. Otherwise, it's like McDonald's. It doesn't say ice cream in the name, so you don't feel like you have to get it. So, hey, you know, if I get the Wendy's taste tester gig, I'm telling them how it goes. I'm telling them how to fix some things. They're not going to want to hear it, and then they'll go hire a minority instead, right? Like it's kind of like, hold on, this guy's telling too many truth bombs to us. We didn't ask for this shit. Their website for submitting this stuff is down at the moment. I figure they're not attending this stuff until Monday anyway. But it sounds like alternatively, you can upload a video to X and tag them and use the hashtag, and they may check it out. Worst case, you get burnt by the redhead. Wendy's is still alive and kicking. The OG Wendy. I don't think she has much say in the business, but their X handle, Twitter, does get a little feisty. I got a little feisty in the video. I'll share that with you guys in some capacity. Maybe it's real short. It's under a minute. The rule is it had to be under a minute. I'll upload that for the channel members. Or you could check out my Twitter and you'd probably see it there too. But I'll upload it on YouTube to the channel members. The burger tastes good, Sar. What is that from something? Wendy's used to have the best burger. I just think it's gotten really inconsistent since it was the best. And, you know, that was over 25 years ago. Their bread was pretty good. The burger was great. And now they want like a crazy price for it. And when you're paying a crazy price at a fast food place, you're thinking, you know, for like the same thing, you can go to like a sit down restaurant like Red Robin and get a gourmet burger, right? So that's what people end up doing. I think Red Robin's probably actually in a good place. There, I know on their X Paper Banjo, their Twitter, it said their location is this is a, you know, like the meme, but sir, this is a Wendy's type thing. I always love the dome interior design. I know, man, and I think, oh shoot, I'm dropping my phone. Wendy's, oh gosh, when did they get rid of this? 20 years back or something. I think the dome, the glass canopy went away with the salad bar. The salad bar, people were getting salmonella, so they had to do that. But then you also had like the glass canopy sit area at other places. Like there used to be so much more glass coming in. Hardee's, Walmart, or Hardee's, McDonald's, Arby's, all of them had like a a greenhouse type canopy thing happening. They don't do that shit no more. It probably got too hot, and some, you know, people are like, oh man, it's too hot to sit here. You know? In the 90s, it was hot sitting places. You open a car door, it's hot as shit inside. The metal belt buckle burns you. The metal on the steering wheel burns you. The plastic that we had for like outdoor furniture and things burned you. The 90s was about burning you, was pretty much what it comes down to. Yeah. E. coli on the salad bar. Crazy. I think it was salmonella. Was it E. coli or salmonella? I can't recall. I'm not really a fan of either. And the window is covered with full print ad. Do you remember in the 90s, they would have like some artists like paint the windows? I actually on the road, traveling Christmas time, saw on the highway a like one of those shoe polish window art 90s McDonald's, and it looked pretty good. You don't see that now. Now it is print ads slapped up on there, you know. I think the goal is so that when people drive by, they don't see how empty the inside is. But yeah, they'll just print stuff out and post it. In the 90s, that was like shoe polish art. Like that was a skilled craftsman's job, but not these days. All right, guys, I'm keeping you too long. I'll get this video. It's so simple and stupid. I took two different bites and I'm not sure which take to use, but I'll post that on the channel in just a minute. All right. And maybe I'll watch something. I need to chill. I'm doing too much gaming lately. And potentially a lot of reviews to do this week here. Got to do K-pop and Sinners while it's relevant, right? And this is the last chance to do that. So then we also have the last episode of Star Trek Starfleet Academy. So that'll probably be like a Thursday or Wednesday thing. So yeah, I've kind of got a lot to do. All right. And you know, probably all week we're going to be doing Kirby Return to Dream Land Deluxe, if it's as long as everybody says, you know. So I made it this far. Wait until marriage counseling.